Yeah.
But PSU in 2026, Brett. So this is the schedule. It's here now. 2026 is here. We are in the 2026 season.
Yep.
Frankie Boy is no longer here, thank God. Mike Tomlin is fired, thank God. It's a good year for me as a sports fan in terms of who was fired. Many NFL coaches were fired.
Yep.
But we got to open Marshall at home.
And listen, the bright side about Marshall is we're not Notre Dame, so we're not going to lose to Marshall. Notre Dame lost to Marshall, by the way. So
this is Notre Dame's yearly rival.
Yeah.
At Temple, Buffalo, at Maryland, at Michigan. We'll see how that plays out because their head coach is going to jail. At Northwestern, and then we got five at home in a row. At Minnesota, Purdue, Rutgers, USC, Wisconsin, and then at Washington. I mean, dude, this schedule is very favorable, and Matt Campbell knows that. Terry Smith knows that. Pat Kraft knows that. All the coaches know that. All the players know that. Well, they're not going to tell the players that, but this is a very favorable schedule.
Yeah.
Got a lot of guys from Iowa State. Got a lot of guys in the portal. Got the key guys we wanted to return. Grunk went to VT, which is a horrendous decision. Tyser Denmark went there, which is a horrendous decision. Bo Prabiola has a brain and went to Virginia. He's going to beat Franklin. So a lot of good things, honestly. I'm not going to get excited and predict a record or anything like that. I mean, it could go horribly. It could go well. It's his first year. But Matt Campbell is building to compete right now. He's bringing in guys that he's comfortable with, and that's his whole mantra right now. Bring in guys that I'm comfortable with, bring in guys that are going to fit, bring in guys that I can win with right now. And then you see the work on the recruiting trail, which is Terry 100%. People are giving him credit, staying in touch with Spell, staying in touch with Taylor. So they're hitting that side of it too. But what do you think about 2026, Brett? Like, do you think we can go undefeated?
Yeah, I mean, I think we should all be. There's two ends of it, right? I think we'll be competitive, right? I think with that schedule, how can you not be competitive? We should be able to beat the majority of the teams on that schedule. But this is the thing: I'm not expecting us to beat at Michigan because Michigan still has good players. They got a senior head coach and Coach Whittingham, so very good coach. I still thought that was a weird move. I mean, it's a good move for Michigan and for him, but it's just out of left field, right? Like we thought, some other moves were out of left field. That's probably the biggest one for me. That was like completely out there. So that's not an easy place to play. I think we have a chance to beat Michigan, but that's going to be a hard game. But I think with Matt Campbell and the new coaching staff, they'll be prepared to play better on the road this season, wherever they go, without Franklin. So I think that's what it comes down to. I feel better about going on the road. Don't you? Like, there's not that pit in my stomach when I see at Michigan anymore. There's just no pit anymore. Like, we have a chance to win. So, I mean, going at Washington after that home stretch, that's still a decently hard. Like, Minnesota always gives us their all every year, right? Every time we play them. Purdue, they have a new coach last year. They'll be competitive. They'll be a decent team. They're not going to be great, but they'll be decent. USC's a good team, right? That's going to be a hard game for sure. And Wisconsin, they just had a pretty sneaky good portal from what people were saying. So Wisconsin is on a complete overhaul. They might not be complete garbage like they were. They were terrible this past year, just awful. So maybe they'll be competitive next year. So now, if Penn State if we played terribly this year and had a terrible record, I think we would all be very surprised. Like, I would be surprised if we went 6-6. There's no reason with the players that are coming in with Matt Campbell, with Terry Smith, that the boys will go 6-6. Now, it's possible that it could happen. I'd be very surprised if it happened. I think the floor is like an 8-4. That's what I'm looking at. Ceiling, it could be any. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to put a ceiling on it right now because we don't exactly know what all the cards that are out right now. We don't know what time these games are at yet. the schedule for sure comes out the 27th. So next week is when we'll see what time. Like, obviously, the non-conference games are going to be at the top, obviously. But after that, we don't know what time they're at. We don't know exactly what date we're playing them. So, yeah, I think we'll be competitive. I mean, I think if we go 9-3 or 10-2, like, I'll be happy with that. I think that will suffice for Matt Campbell's first year. But I think there's every reason we can go 10-2. But I don't want to get ahead of myself. But we have the players and the pieces to do so with that schedule. Let's say we lose to Michigan and maybe USC or Washington, and we beat everybody else. That's doable. So,
yeah, we have to go into this with the mindset of we could lose to Marshall, but we're probably going to beat them. And the 10-2 for Brett is most likely USC and Michigan. And we also don't need that mindset anymore either, because we don't have Fraudlin as the coach anymore. So it's not a guaranteed loss against these favorable teams anymore. These favored against us teams. So just to go through, we can go through.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk a little bit about the roster as well. But Marshall, I think we win. Temple, I think we win. Buffalo, I think we win. Maryland, W. Michigan, I think we could beat Michigan. I don't know why we couldn't.
Yeah.
But Michigan is a very good up-and-coming young team. They have a ton of young talent coming in. They have hitter coming in. They've got their quarterback. They'll always have a good defense under Kyle Whittingham. But I think we can win against Michigan. I don't know what they'll be ranked, but I think we could win against them. And that's the thing. The rankings, the spread means nothing now because we have a real coach that has a fully functioning brain. So that's 5-0 right there. Okay. Northwestern, I think we win.
Yeah.
Minnesota, I think we win, but that could be a bit of a sleeper for sure.
A dogfight, yeah.
Northwestern, I think we win. I don't think we're playing by the ocean next year at that stadium. Purdue, I think we win. Rutgers, I think we win, but that could be also another tough game against Rutgers. They're a tough team. I mean, they're well coached. They almost beat us this year if it weren't for our defense.
That's Jim Knowles to thank for that, though. It is.
Yeah. Our defense sucked, and then they also won us the game. So they really did. I mean, but and then you got USC. Again, I think we win against USC, but you don't know. That's probably going to be the whiteout. I hope. Wisconsin, another maybe tough game. At Washington, could be tough. On the road, late in the season. Couple things. We need to stay healthy. That's one big thing. And we need to execute. We need to have an identity, which we haven't had really in 12 years. So, dude, all of these games are winnable. They are.
They are.
But I really can't pick, personally, which games we're going to lose. I can't.
That's tough.
We could lose to Marshall, and we could also kill them. We could lose to Michigan and USC, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Washington. You don't know. But all of these games are winnable. So I don't know what our record will be. But when you say, what's your most accurate prediction? 9-3?
I think 9-3 is a good prediction because that gives you some. You don't want to put expectations on your own mind, like this is what Penn State's going to do, because that sets the whole fan base up for failure. That sets the coaches up for failure, because this is a whole new rebuild. Yeah, it's partially a reload, but it's still a whole new coaching staff. So I don't like to set expectations too high. We haven't seen them practice yet. Like I talked about the other day, we have no idea what they look like. We have very good players that we got, and we have very good players that we kept. So do they mesh together, right? Like, is Brock Riker going to be an animal? I think so. But Brock Riker's going to have to put maybe 10 pounds on, which is that's not going to be hard. He's got the best resources at Penn State to do that. So I think he'll do it. Is Chase Sowell going to be a number one receiver? We think so. I believe in Noah Pauley. I think Kobe Howard's going to be probably our number two, right, in the slot. I think you put Kobe Howard in the slot because we don't want to expect too much from Kobe Howard either. He had 7 catches.
Well,
but every time he was out there, he caught a pass. So
I think Quentin's going to be in the slot quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, you'll put but I mean,
I think our two main backs are going to be Hansen and Peoples, and then Quentin's just going to be a gadget player.
Yeah, I mean that's a good estimation. I think
like Howard though hasn't had a lot of snaps because the previous coach was a moron. Yep. So, and
let's see what he can do once he's actually in there. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and I think he can do a lot. So we just have to wait and see. So, Brett Eskelsen is the white shadow, so he's great.
Shout out to Landon. And yeah, like I said last night, I talked to PSU Dylan last night at the gym. Like because I've never really talked to him, man. So I was at the water fountain and I felt someone tap my shoulder and I just saw someone tall behind me. I turned around, it's PSU Dylan. He's like, "Yo, what's up, man? I thought I saw you." I'm like, "Yo, what's up?" Like, didn't really even know that he knew me, honestly. But yeah, we talked for like 10 minutes. Like he's a cool dude. Knows his stuff, obviously. I said, when you put your stuff up, man, I usually share it right away because you're on top of it, keep it up. And he said, "Yeah, I see some of your clips. You guys play my stuff sometimes." I was like, "Oh, yeah." But, yeah, cool dude. So it was cool talking to him. Brett met Steve Jones. He said he's listened to us. Landon said he's listened to us. Menace 2 Wives listens to us. Who else? Steve Jones, Landon, PSU Dylan. Who else? There's one more, isn't there? That's
probably, man. I'm not sure. I'm sure there is.
Wives, but... and then I'm trying to remember someone else.
Franklin listens to us.
Franklin listened to us. Yep.
When Franklin's running on his bike in the morning, his bike at his house, he's sitting there just getting his cardio in while he takes his anger out while he listens to us.
He's got the VT logo and some lingerie because it's sexy.
He keeps repeating, "VT is a sexy school. VT is a sexy school."
He's got a huge chip on his shoulder, which is a crumb. So one of the literally probably all-time most delusional people to ever live and walk the face of the earth. So I am getting a VT polo, and I'm going to probably wear it to work to make my coworkers laugh. And then sometimes on the episodes, Gus and I are going to be on here with Brett. I'm going to be wearing a VT sweatshirt. I'm buying it. I'm telling you, I'm buying it. Yeah. I'm going to wear it on here to rep VT. And, Gus, he'll probably switch it up next year. His Buckeyes are falling off. So,
what's funny is I actually liked Virginia Tech as a kid. Like, obviously, I was a Penn State fan, but I liked Virginia Tech. Like, I like the colors and, like, I always liked them. Just like I like North Carolina Tar Heels basketball team. So, I grew out of it. Of course, it was a phase, and I think Franklin will be going through a phase as well. So,
yeah, I've always liked Virginia Tech. I have no problem with Virginia Tech. Their fans are extremely delusional.
Yeah, at this point, for sure.
Not nearly even remotely. No one is as delusional as Notre Dame fans. I mean, they are absolutely brainwashed, drooling idiots. But I've always been a VT. I've always liked VT. Again, this is the spring game in 2007 after the shooting. This is at Penn State. A lot of people wearing Virginia Tech stuff. Penn State and Virginia Tech, man, like we've shown support. And that was a class act, a classy move by Penn State to do that when that happened. Again, Jeremy Herbstreit tragically killed in that Virginia Tech shooting, a kid from Bellefonte. My family was friends with his family. And there was another Bellefonte kid that was killed in the Pentagon in 2001. during 9/11, during the 9/11 attacks, Joseph Panic. So the Bellefonte football field is called the Panic Herbstreit Stadium, named after those two. Two heroes, two good men that were taken early by cowards. But Penn State has always Penn State made a very soft Virginia Tech has a very soft place in their hearts for Penn State because of stuff like that. That's Penn State. That's what they do. They do stuff like that. Show support for Virginia Tech. Although I don't really like the people that are totally involved in Thon. Thon is a huge thing, raises a lot of money. That's a Penn State thing. Paternoville is a thing, still is, always will be. The student section, the S, like a lot of things about Penn State. Good people. But they showed support to Virginia Tech. So your head coach is an absolute fraud, but I wish you guys the best. And when you guys do catch on and you want Franklin fired, you can talk to us and we'll help get you through it. It'll happen probably pretty quick. You know, he's an absolute clown. I mean, I said it last night. He hired the fired head coach as a DC. That makes no sense. He brought down Ty Howell. Never been an OC. Should have just stayed here and made an assembly line of tight ends. But instead he went there to be an OC. So he's making him an OC, and he's got to nitpick and micromanage him the whole step of the way. So that's going to be a disaster. And then he brought in a quarterback and Gronk. So that's going to be a disaster. Tysier Denmark, he's going to be flipping burgers here in the next 2 years. Luke Reynolds, because he's so good, he still won't live to his potential, but he'll still be pretty good. But yeah, you guys are in for a rude awakening, but you'll never be as delusional as Notre Dame fans. They literally, not all Notre Dame fans, but the ones that we interact with, the ones that are confused why they didn't get into the playoff, like they literally have IQs of -7. Like they have no brain power whatsoever. If their brain was a battery, like it wouldn't be able to run a dim light bulb. So it's impossible. Common sense in Notre Dame, for most of them, not even most, a lot of them are not. They do not go hand in hand. So at all. But it's hard to predict the record. The roster looks good. McPherson, the new safety we got from Iowa State, Quentin Martin, and Kobe. You know, those are my favorite guys right now. Those are my favorite guys. James Peoples is an underrated pickup. Quentin Martin coming back is massive. Hanson coming in is massive. Rocco coming in is massive. We got backups. We got linemen on the offensive side. That's mainly our guys. And then we got 6'4", 300 average across our D tackles. We got McPherson. We got Yvonne Kamaju. We got Alex Tash. We got Vabu. We got Ace. Yes, we do have AC, right? Yep. We have ZT. We have Tony Rojas. I mean, dude, Alex Tash, one of my favorite players. He's the man. Another white shadow. So I like them a lot.